Barnsley, what a great start to 2023 that was.
Yeah, no, absolutely delighted. I mean, we had a good chat before the game. Talked about, obviously, last year was time to get to know each other, build a foundation, which we thought we did. And it's a strong foundation because, you know, coming in on the first ever new year, it's always a time for reflection, you know, coming into a new year. We had a good, honest chat, said, you know, we don't want to waste time. You know, everyone talks about what they want to achieve in a new year. And we said what we want to do is make sure that we're making the most of the time and it's putting in good performances, continue to build on the relationships that we've kind of established at the club and kind of push forward. And it's not looking back in terms of what's been before. It's about a new year, new start, and everyone pushing in the same direction. Was just superb. I couldn't be more proud of it.
Happy to come back from behind to win it as well. We had to do it the hard way.
Yeah, when we said, you know, when we first come in, do we get that kind of character and performance? I don't think we do. I think, again, it's testament to the staff, players, you know, all buying in, you know, establishing those relationships, trusting in each other. And I think that's what gets you to win today. You know, Skip was brilliant coming back in, delighted for him. Quade Taylor, again, was brilliant, asked to play a different role. We adapted it from Boxing Day. And I thought, yeah, boys were a credit.
I was going to say, Quade went in central midfield. How great was his performance in the middle of the park? So even setting up that goal at the end.
Yeah, and you know, you talk about people being dependable, and you can understand now why Quade Taylor's played so many years at this club. You know, you need people like Quade Taylor around, you know, and I couldn't give him any more credit in terms of the person that he is away from it. You know, tough times when we first come in, trying to get himself an opportunity, trying to establish himself, and he's done that brilliantly. You know, I talked about reasonings why Quade was going in midfield today, said there was no way that we could leave him out on the performance he gave, but I just felt his stability that he gave us in terms of midfield, you know, dependable on set pieces. I thought he was superb.
We spoke after the Boxing Day game about Joe Felix finally getting his first goal. Great composure for the second as well, the way he went through and finished under the keeper.
Yeah, no, again, you know, we did laugh and joke, talked about we'd take 2 in 2. I thought George Porter again coming back into the side, linking that. Joe obviously having the energy levels still at that time to make that run and drive with the ball, but also the composure. And I think now you can see boys trusting each other, you know, and it's brilliant when you have to only hear the changing room and you can feel that togetherness, which is superb. Start a new year with a game like that, it's a great result.
And you can see the players really had each other's back. There was a spell in the second half where we were under the cosh a little bit, but the communication on the pitch was excellent, wasn't it? And they really have each other's back out there.
Yeah, no, again, it goes back to establishing those links, smashing those links and those bits of trust and those relationships, you know. And we talked about, you find out about people, and it can't just be about always football terms. You find out about people away from it. You know, we talk about what people are doing in their own lives, because we talk about the time that you spend is valuable time, and you know, football takes probably up 50% of people's lives. So when people are sacrificing, seeing family to come and work hard for the club, you know, you've got to make sure that everyone's pushing in the same direction, and that's what we touched on and said, look, if we're all putting in that kind of commitment, we're all working together, we're pretty confident that this year could be a very good year for us.
Do you have any resolutions for this year, looking ahead? Is it to finish as high on the table as possible? What have we spoken about with the boys?
Yeah, again, it's just kind of everyone to go and prove themselves and just kind of give a good account, so don't let each other down. You know, people always talk, and I said it in my team talk, you know, people always say about wait till you get your group of players, and I was talking in that time for reflection myself, and I said, well, this is my group of players, and people will say, well, you only had a chance to recruit. I said, well, it doesn't matter which way you do it, we inherited the group of players, and they are my group of players in terms of the relationships you build, the time and effort you put in. So I'm very proud of that group of players in that change room, because they've got them pushed us up into a better position that we were in, and they're the group that's going to push us forward and finish the year strongly, and I believe that we're going to push even higher.